Here in New York, the subway rider who put a homeless man in a fatal chokehold is free on bail tonight after being arrested on a manslaughter charge. Stephanie Gosk has late details.
The protests and calls for criminal charges were answered. Daniel Penny was arrested for killing Jordan Neely. Early this morning, the 24-year-old walked into Manhattan's 5th Precinct.
He did so voluntarily and with the sort of dignity and integrity that is characteristic of his history of service to this grateful nation.
The former Marine is accused of manslaughter in the second degree, a charge carrying a maximum 15-year sentence. Penny was released on $100,000 bail. Homeless and battling mental illness, Neely died after Penny put him in a chokehold on the subway nearly 2 weeks ago. A witness said Neely got on the train and started yelling that he was hungry and ready to die. According to Penny's attorney, Neely aggressively threatened his client and other people on the train, adding that he is confident that once all the facts and circumstances surrounding this tragic incident are brought to bear, Mr. Penny will be fully absolved of any wrongdoing. But lawyers for Neely's family say Penny is guilty, and they aren't happy with the charge.
Yes, we disagree with the manslaughter charge. We think it should be murder because he knew it would happen. He knew he would die.
What is the difference between the manslaughter charge and a murder charge?
A murder charge is a specific intent crime. It means that you intended to kill someone. This manslaughter charge under New York law is about recklessness. It's about the conscious disregard of a known risk.
Penny's case will likely come down to a question of self-defense. New Yorkers are split, some calling him a heartless vigilante. Others say he is a hero. Either way, many agree record homelessness and a mental health crisis led to tragedy on the subway. Stephanie Gosk, NBC News, New York.
And I don't know. I really don't. But one thing I will say, there's no way this was a murder case. There's no way. Man, again, they're out there saying, we're upset, man. We're upset because we believe this should have been a murder case. No, it shouldn't have been. The guy did not intend to kill. And again, man, people like the attorneys for the Neely family, man, they're wrong. They are dead wrong, and people know that. Again, this guy did not, you know what, man, I'm going to kill this guy. That didn't happen, and you know damn well it didn't happen like that. And again, man, people that say that kind of stuff is reckless. That kind of stuff is harmful. Because again, you damn well know the guy was not trying to kill him. And as far as manslaughter, nope. And second degree manslaughter, which he was charged with, I would say even that, no. I mean, really, the guy did not try to kill him, number one. And was he a reckless disregard for the guy's welfare? No. Again, what force is reasonable for somebody threatening your life? I don't know. And those around you? I don't know, man. And again, I don't think he really understood. And again, I've been in similar type of situations. Again, not exactly, but I've been in a couple of similar situations. And one thing I will say is, man, again, you don't know when you're in that, man. You don't know. Your adrenaline's up. You're trying to protect yourself. You're trying to protect those around you. And again, man, you don't know. You truly don't know what is going on, what is happening, if you're using too much force or not. You truly don't. Again, you're making sure that you keep yourself and others safe. That is your objective. That is what you're trying to do. And again, man, yeah, so I don't know, man, if in any way, shape, or form, if he should be seeing any charges at all. And again, my thoughts are, if he was a black man, if Mr. Penny was black and Mr. Neely was white, I don't think any of this would be happening. Because again, I think the policeman, they would have said no, it was self-defense, and they would have let him go like they did Daniel Penny to begin with. And again, there would have been no protest, or nobody would have cared If it were a black Marine and a white homeless guy, no one would have cared. So again, you wouldn't have heard a thing. You wouldn't have heard a thing about it. And there wouldn't have been protests and everything else. Al Sharpton wouldn't have been up there talking. Nothing would happen. So again, we have to understand that with that not happening, we wouldn't see the charges come down. We wouldn't see it. Because again, no one would care. But with him being a black man, and with all the fake racial outrage and everything else, even though, white people are much more likely to be victims of black people than black people are from white people. Much more. I think 2018, was about 9 times the rate. But again, you can say whatever, man. You can say whatever. But less than 13% of the population commits 55% or almost 55% of all violent crime in the U.S. Those are real numbers. So you can look that stuff up. And that's what it is. That's the way it is. But again, man, they're trying to sell you something else in the media. They are trying to sell you something else. So again, do I know for a fact that Daniel Penny should be absolved of all charges? No, I can't say I do. I can't say that I do. Now, every video that I've seen, I don't think that he's done anything wrong. I can't see anything wrong there. And again, that's why the police let him go to begin with. Because, man, they didn't see anything wrong. But again, you got enough pressure being put down on you to, on the DA. And of course, the DA is a George Soros funded leftist. So again, man, do you have enough pressure, man, to bring charges? You're going to. People are going to. And again, man, you have people out there protesting in the streets and yelling and screaming. Yeah, there's pressure. So again, man, I have not seen anything that I've seen that would constitute, any real wrongdoing. Again, people hailed him as a hero. And the other two men, they stepped in. They hailed them as heroes. But, again, man, there's too much political pressure on the DA. And again, man, he's a leftist, Soros-funded DA. So again, he's going to do what he has to do. He knows who butters his bread, man. He knows who pays his bills. Again, man, he knows where the money comes from. It comes from some old wrinkly man, named George Soros. And he knows that. He knows that. So again, we have to understand that, if this were the other way around, we wouldn't be seeing this stuff. Because again, you wouldn't have the backlash. Not at all. So, but again, man, I'm worried about the precedent this is setting. Because again, people are going to be too worried to stand up. And we've all seen these incidents on subways where people have been attacked, man, especially these ones where women have been hit, been smacked, groped, hair pulled, whatever. And again, man, they don't care. They don't care about that at all. And unfortunately, man, that's really, really scary because, again, people are going to think even harder now. Again, man, people weren't standing up before for the most part. And now they definitely aren't. Now they're going to say, man, geez, do I have the money for an attorney? Man, can I get bailed out? Do I have any family that will bail me out? Will make a $150,000 bond, man, that can put up funds for that kind of stuff. Do I have anyone that will and that can? But again, man, it's like, yeah, I really honestly believe that we're not going to see people stand up because, again, this is giving the wrong example. Again, man, this like, you know what, man, if I step up and I help this woman or whatever, man, I might wind up not seeing my kids. I might wind up, man, being locked up, leaving my house, not being around my kids, being, and even if I don't get locked up, all the bills, the attorney fees and everything else, man, it'll wipe me out. So you know what, man, I'm not gonna do it. And again, man, I think in a lot of ways that is what they want. That is what they want. But hey, guys, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks. You son of a.